Have you ever wondered how we make sense of the world around us? How do we understand language, culture, and even our own thoughts? Structuralism offers a fascinating perspective. It argues that underlying structures shape our understanding. These structures are like hidden codes. They give meaning to the world. Think of a building. We see the finished product, but beneath it lies a framework. This framework is made of beams, columns, and foundations. Structuralism suggests that similar frameworks exist in language, culture, and other areas. By understanding these frameworks, we can unlock deeper meaning. In this exploration, we'll journey into the heart of structuralism. We'll uncover its key concepts and influences. We'll see how it helps us understand the world in a new light. Join me, and together, let's unlock the secrets of structuralism. Structuralism emerged in the 20th century. It drew inspiration from various fields. Linguistics played a crucial role. Ferdinand de Saussure, a Swiss linguist, is considered a founding figure. He argued that language is a system of signs. Each sign has two parts, a signifier, the word or sound, and a signified, the concept it represents. Claude Lévi-Strauss, a French anthropologist, applied structuralist ideas to culture. He studied myths and kinship systems. He found underlying structures in these cultural phenomena. These structures, he argued, reflect universal patterns in the human mind. Roland Barthes, a French literary theorist, extended structuralism to literature and popular culture. He analyzed everything from fashion to wrestling. He showed how these cultural products rely on underlying structures of meaning. These thinkers revolutionized how we understand language, culture, and meaning itself. Their ideas continue to shape various fields today. One of structuralism's key concepts is binary opposition. This concept suggests that meaning is created through contrasts. We understand things by comparing them to their opposites. Think of day and night, hot and cold, or good and evil. These pairs create a framework for understanding. They help us categorize and interpret the world. For example, the concept of hero gains meaning in contrast to its opposite, the villain. The meaning is not inherent in the word itself, but arises from its relationship to its opposite. Binary oppositions are fundamental to how we think. They are present in language, literature, and culture. Structuralism helps us see these oppositions and understand how they shape our perceptions. Remember Saussure's concept of the sign? It's crucial for understanding structuralism. Saussure argued that a sign is not simply a label for a pre-existing thing. Instead, the relationship between the signifier, the word or image, and the signified, the concept, is arbitrary. For example, the word tree is a signifier. It's just a combination of sounds. It's not inherently connected to the concept of a tree. The connection is arbitrary and created by convention. This arbitrariness means that meaning is not fixed. It can change over time and across cultures. Structuralism encourages us to question the seemingly natural connections between words and their meanings. Section 5. Structures in culture from myths to fashion. Structuralism goes beyond language. It explores the underlying structures in various cultural phenomena. Levi-Strauss, for instance, analyzed myths from different cultures. He found recurring patterns and structures. He argued that these structures reveal universal ways of thinking. Myths, despite their surface differences, often share common themes and motifs. These shared elements point to deeper structures that shape human understanding. Barthes has applied similar analysis to modern cultural products. He studied fashion, advertising, and even wrestling. He showed how these seemingly superficial phenomena rely on underlying structures of meaning. These structures, he argued, reflect and reinforce cultural values and beliefs. Section 6. Structuralism in action, analyzing language, culture, and literature. Let's see structuralism in action. In linguistics, it helps us understand how language works. By analyzing the underlying structures of grammar and syntax, we can see the rules that govern how we combine words to create meaning. In anthropology, structuralism sheds light on cultural practices. By studying kinship systems, rituals, and myths, we can uncover the underlying structures that shape these practices and reveal universal patterns in human thought. In literature, structuralism helps us analyze texts. By looking for binary oppositions, recurring motifs, and underlying structures, we can gain a deeper understanding of the text's meaning and its relationship to broader cultural contexts. Section 7. The legacy of structuralism shaping modern thought. Structuralism may have emerged in the 20th century, but its impact continues today. It has influenced various fields, including literary theory, philosophy, sociology, and even psychology. One of its key legacies is the emphasis on the importance of structures in shaping our understanding. Structuralism challenged the idea that meaning is inherent or natural. Instead, it highlighted the role of cultural and linguistic systems in creating meaning. Moreover, it paved the way for new theoretical approaches, such as post-structuralism and deconstruction. These later schools of thought built upon structuralist ideas while also critiquing some of its limitations. Section 8. Criticisms and limitations beyond the structures. While influential, structuralism has faced criticism. One critique is its tendency towards rigidity. Critics argue that by focusing solely on underlying structures, it sometimes overlooks the complexities and nuances of individual experience and cultural variation. Another criticism is its potential for being ahistorical. By seeking universal structures, some argue that it can downplay the importance of historical and social contexts in shaping meaning. Despite these criticisms, structuralism remains a valuable tool for analysis. It reminds us that our understanding is shaped by structures, even if those structures are not always absolute or unchanging. Section 9. Conclusion: Structuralism's enduring impact. Structuralism offers a powerful lens for understanding the world. It encourages us to look beyond the surface and uncover the hidden structures that shape our perceptions. While it may have limitations, its influence is undeniable. From linguistics to literature, anthropology to cultural studies, structuralism has left its mark. Its emphasis on the constructed nature of meaning and the importance of cultural systems continues to shape contemporary thought. So, the next time you encounter a text, a cultural practice, or even a simple conversation, remember the lessons of structuralism. Look for the binary oppositions, the signifiers and signifieds, and the underlying structures that shape meaning. You might be surprised by what you discover.